Never lose a link again. This connection organizes everything. If you are consistently digging through Google Drive trying to find the right document, the right folder, the right version of something, this video is going to clean that up for you. So I'm going to show you how to connect Trello and Google Drive the right way. So that way your links stay organized, things are attached to the right task, and they're easy to find every single time. So we're going to be talking about Trello and Google Drive and specifically how to connect them properly so that way your projects are managed actually support you instead of stressing you out. So the first step is setting and connecting up your Google Drive inside of Trello. So if you don't already have it connected in your Trello, you're going to come up here to the little power ups icon. If it's not already listed here, you're going to add power up. Inside of there, you can search Google Drive. Go ahead and add that power up and then come back to your board. It should be here. You can click edit power up and then from there you can log in. Once it's all connected, and approved, Trello and Google Drive are officially connected, and then that means you can now attach Drive files directly instead of having that messy copy and paste links there. Now, let's talk about attaching files directly inside of Trello the right way. So some people get it wrong because instead of copying links, like random drive links inside of the description, pasting it there, and hoping you'll find it later, that's not what we're going to do. We want to attach files directly using Google Drive integration. So let's do an example. Let's say I am writing some launch emails. So I want to find the Google Drive links and go ahead and attach them here. So we're going to open up the card. We're on the paid version, so the Trello power-ups are over here. If you're on the free version, they'll be on the right-hand side of your screen, but we're going to click power-ups. We're going to click Google Drive. From there, we can now create and attach. We can add a file or we can add a folder. So let's look for a file, and it's going to pull up our entire Google Drive, so I'm going to find the folder. So it's really nice because you can search in your Google Drive, you can search for documents, you can search for folders, you can search in your shared drive. So I'm going to find the document of emails, I'm going to select that and I'm going to add, and then now it's going to populate right here. So that way if this this description has a ton of copy, a ton of notes, and I have links in here, I won't lose them because they're all linked right here. So it's super helpful to have them organized, and now I have the emails, I can easily click them and boom, I can start writing my email. So it's super easy to have them all listed here. So this creates a clean, clickable attachment on the Trello card directly. So it's really helpful to keep files connected to the task it belongs to without it floating around in the Google Drive. So I love this feature here. So now let's talk about how to structure your Google Drive because we actually want to prevent chaos. Before attaching anything randomly inside of Trello, make sure your Google Drive has a main business folder, subfolders for clients or departments or operations inside your business, and then project specific folders inside of those. So for example, you can have the business name, so KSA. We can have a folder all about clients. We can have a folder all about shops and launch projects. We can have a folder all about content, and inside of each of those folders are even more subfolders, getting even more granular into those. So when your drive is organized first, your Trello attachments become powerful instead of messy. Here is a rule that can change everything inside of Trello. Each Trello card should act as a hub for that task or project. So inside of a card, you can include the Google Doc. You can include the file drive, the folder link. Any relevant resources can be added. So that way, when you click the card, everything that you need lives there. No searching, no digging. So for example, for writing these launch emails, maybe I need the sales page link, so I can add that here. Maybe I need the full launch folder for this, so I can move that here to Google Drive. Maybe I need maybe a survey or some testimonials that are living in Google Drive. Maybe I have some photos in Google Drive that I want to add here. So that way when I go to write these emails, literally everything that I can need are right here. So you can do that with any project. You can do that with client projects, websites, email marketing, like anything that you have to do, you can really have that. So that way it's a true hub. And again, you're not digging. Everything is right there. Now, for larger projects like launches, you may want to attach the main Google Drive folder to the card because that keeps like the docs, the graphics, the contracts, spreadsheets, like anything that you need inside of that project lives in that Google Drive folder. So that way it's all accessible from one place. Just making sure that you're sharing the permissions correctly, especially if you're working with clients or contractors or a team. So that way, if you're using these links, that they are accessible on your end. Now, I want to show you one of my favorite things to do with a Google link inside of Trello. So let's say here on your quick grab list, maybe you have call notes, maybe you have trackers, maybe you have spreadsheets, maybe you have something in Google Drive that you look at very often. So for example, we have a launch tracker. We reference this often. So I'm going to grab this link. I'm going to come down here into Trello. I'm going to pop that here in my quick grab since I reference it often. Just put the link as a card, hit add, and then now it adds a really pretty like preview link, and I can just easily click it, and then boom, my launch tracker is open. So I really like just linking Google Drive directly, so that way you can see it's fully there and it's an easy quick grab. So I love that feature. Here's another example on how those emails can look as just a Google link rather than a true Trello card. So I love that there. So now when you open Trello, every task has a clean attachment, a direct drive connection, a clear path where Google Docs live, because I know that can be really messy on the back end. So instead of bouncing between tabs, searching for your Google Drive, your project board becomes a control center. So that's really the goal. Just a fewer scattered links and more clarity is the goal here with this Trello board. And if you're curious about this specific template right here, the My Week theme days, this is actually a free resource inside of the KSA. It's the exact layout that clients use to manage tasks and priorities and all the moving pieces that you have inside of your week, and it pairs very well with Google Drive setup. So feel free to grab that link in the description, connect your Google Drive, and you are ready to go to start using Trello and Google together. Thanks so much.